Hello everyone, Manthral here, and welcome to the weekly update video. I am really sorry that this is actually a day late, but I did trying to get some stuff together for the channel, and things kind of just happened like that. But this week's update is the Ranch Out of Time pre-release. So what this means is starting this week, we could start preparing for the Ranch Out of Time by collecting the reptile eggs. This way we have them ready for whenever the Ranch Out of Time is actually here, and we can start actually raising the reptiles. So how you get them is the different types of reptiles throughout the Land Out of Time can actually drop the eggs. So you're talking big game hunter, slayer, Jadinko hunter. So there's even a chance you can walk away with a new scaly friend. So that means there's actually kind of pets as well. So keep that in mind. The official merch. There's some new merch for you. Actually, it all looks pretty cool. You got Bob's Brilliant Axes shirt. That actually looks pretty good. You got an Iron Man shirt. That actually looks really good. I might actually get that myself. And then you have a few different odds and ends here, as well as mugs, keyboard. That looks really awesome. Well, not a keyboard, but a keyboard mat and mouse mat all in one. And then you got these different pins, I believe from Angel Escapes, which they actually look really cool. So keep that in mind that they are here. Patch notes, I will be going over here shortly. So it is the happy 5-year anniversary for Iron Man. So, to celebrate this, they add some special rewards for accounts that have been Iron Man for 5+ years. A broadcast will trigger when the account hits a 5-year Iron Man milestone. A specific title has been added for Iron Man and Hardcore Iron Man. You have to find out. This is no spoilers. There's a special trimmed version of the Iron Man armor. And if you think you're eligible, speak to Mr. X to trigger the rewards above. So that is something to keep in mind. There's a Hardcore Iron Man race to Queen Black Dragon. So all kinds of content creators are gathering together to race on a new Hardcore Iron Man to defeat Queen Black Dragon as fast as possible. There are over 20 content creators competing, including Micro, I Trolled You, the RS Guy, Wazzy, Evil Lucario, RS Nate, and many more. If any of the content creators die, they are out of the game. So it says, but this won't be your grandma's Queen Black Dragon kill. There are special debuffs, limitations added. For example, they will not be allowed to use anti-fire shield for the Queen Black Dragon fight. So, they're wondering, who do we think will win? Personally, I don't know too many of these content creators. I do apologize, but I am not much for watching streams. I think some of them are primarily streamers. Twitch Prime Loot says there's a whole new Twitch Prime Loot available, which is the you can now get a chance to grab the currency pack, which is 200 rune coins, 15 treasure hunter keys, 40 hearts of ice. So, brand new month of all freebies. The RS mobile update, and all escapers who are currently enjoying the beta on Android, they have been working hard to keep it up and keep building and adding to it. They deployed a new RS mobile build with a couple critical fixes that address these issues. They invite those who have access to the beta to update your version of the RS mobile. Lootscape is still the Land Out of Time. We have a guaranteed 1 to 2 hunter marks, 250 resources and random base camp resource. Guaranteed drop from the basic drop table, which is the prismatic and small and medium fallen star, prismatic small and medium lamp, the spirit ruby and diamond, advanced pulse core, spring, silverhawk down, medium small dungeoneering token box, uncut dragonstone, large, medium, or small cash bag. Your view counter goes up on orb, and chance based is a random skilling outfit piece if unowned, and either Also, either Nature's Balance or Lootscape if unowned. Live streams this week is Wednesday, October 16th at 1500 UTC, General Q&A, and Saturday, October 19th at 1400 UTC, Spider Mash featured stream. Now we head over to the patch notes. We got a doozy of them again today. Well, this week. Graphics. Fix the bug where pets within the player-owned pet house were not displayed correctly. Made some invisible spot controller NPCs in the Heart Dungeon even more visible. Fix an issue causing rings of kinship to disappear. Fix an issue allowing players to walk through a wall in Mire Ditch. Added a windmill world map icon for the windmill at the Manor Farm. Legacy interface now displays a close button while inspecting another player from the group interface menu. By player request, a pair of patrolling Berthorpe guards have been added to Berthorpe Main Street. Gregovic's memory cutscene at the Heart of Gillinor is no longer cut short if you have a familiar summon. Fix an issue with the range skill guide having a blank space. Mobile. A large number of items now have tooltips on mobile. These items include the Clan Vixilium, Rune Pouches, Ring of Slang, and more. This is tap and hold on items to let us know if they missed any. Other. An issue preventing a small number of players from choosing their spouse during the Throne of Miscellanea quest has been fixed. Fix an issue causing the Slayer helmet stand to not work as a helmet slot. Fix an issue causing massive pouches to empty an incorrect amount of pure essence. You can no longer repeatedly trigger trimmed completionist cape broadcast when reobtaining the cape. Players no longer erroneously receive a message about having no charges on a fishing rod-o-matic. Added a reset tab order option when right-clicking the all tab. Fix an issue causing spinal surgery achievement to be awarded multiple times. Grim Gem will no longer equip when checking kills from the bank. Grace of the Elves buff and debuff icons will no longer update as expected when depositing and withdrawing from the bank. Added more options for tab renaming. Depositing into the last slot in the last tab will no longer move them all to the will no longer move the item to the all if all tab is empty. Added destroy warning to the Shadow Gem Virtus when destroying from the cleanup filter. Fixed equip sound effect not playing in banks. Fixed an issue causing Thorhild and Hala not to animate when fighting. The Cooking Cape perk is now correctly applied when you are in the Demonhind dungeon. The information for Burrow's Torag set now displays the correct amount of each item within the set. The cleanup filter tooltip for the Pyramid Journal from Missing My Mummy quest in the bank will now grammatically correct after the quest completion. When using uncut onyx on gemstone armor, the correct amount that is used will be displayed in resulting message. It is now possible to buy spare reward items from Ellen and Terith and Arwen and Profundus without a sudden end to the conversation. When using the dairy churn, you will now gain one empty bucket if a bucket of strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, normal milk is used. The Lanud will now repair damaged crystal weapons after attuning just one crystal weapon rather than multiple. Combat dummies can no longer be deployed inside paddocks in player and farm. The Arc, Mitts and Waiters Tetsu achievement now uses correct arc symbol in the achievement list. Remove the equip option from the broken lucky chaotic gear. Certain music tracks will no longer show unlock message twice. You can now use Arbok seeds on the player-owned farm food troughs. Seagulls now have the correct sound. Fix how the harps in Ithel District react when when the user opens an item such as a statue collection bag while using the harp. Upgrading a favorited aura will now remove the older version from the favorited menu list. Users will no longer be offered the Paladin armor set in the Premier Club store if they already have the hero variation. Fix an issue where the user wasn't able to equip the Trin Completionist Cape even if some of the quests were under the grace period. When completing a Menaphos City task for killing a specific creature, killing any creature that is not part of the current task will no longer produce the message "You have killed enough killed creature for X person." Dangerous Way music track now automatically plays once you enter the Burrows. In the alchemy game at the major training arena, values of the items converted will now change when Alchemy Guardian calls the change, no matter if the Explorer's Ring Alchemy interface is used. Fix an issue causing giant mole kill count to be incorrect. Removed chirping bird sounds from the Asgardian Ice Dungeon. Rack the Defiled set effect now works correctly in Legacy Combat. Daily challenge to pickpocket Pompous Merchant can now only be completed by pickpocketing pompous merchants and foppish Pierre, not innocent men and women. Fix an issue causing offhand weapons to drop when backpack is full. Corrected the Master Clue Scroll anagram solution for Brother Tranquility to Quit Thy Brine Rat Roll. Lovingly Crafted achievement no longer continuously pops up in the chat box after it has been unlocked when reading a blasphemous journal. Exchanging more than 69 zeal on any XP with the trader Zanak now works correctly, with the player being informed you may only spend another 69 zeal on XP or charms rewards in Iron Man mode, and no zeal being deducted. Fix an issue stopping players from redeeming certain noted ores from Orden. Fix an issue causing ceremonial smithing projects to start with changes already made. Fix an issue causing armor spikes to be usable in free-to-play worlds. Fix buff bar to reset transparency after renewing the same buff. The buff bar font size scaling has now been tweaked to be consistent size on desktop. Updated the QBD warning message to match the combat recommendations on the Beast interface entry. Updated values for recommended combat levels for each boss on Beast interface. And family gauntlets can once again be enchanted. So that is it for this week. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, later guys.